Hello and welcome along to local lockdown photography part 2. So for anybody that doesn't know, here in Inverclyde we are stuck in tier 3. That basically means that we can't leave our local authority. Luckily for us, we have some excellent places in Inverclyde for scenery and landscape photography, so over the last couple of videos that's what I've been doing. I've been exploring these locations and showing you the images. Today I am going to head to another 2 locations if I've got time. It's 3:10 just now. The sun goes down at 3:45, so I reckon I've got a good maybe 45 minutes of light. After that I'm going to try and grab another night shot somewhere local again, because I really quite enjoyed that the other night. So the first place I'm going to head is Lisle Hill, and I'm actually going to be shooting across the water over to the Arrochar Alps, which is Benin, Ben Narnain and the Cobbler, and see if we can get some of that afternoon golden light on it. And we'll maybe take a couple of time lapses and stuff as well and see how it goes. So better get going, get half an hour, should take me about 10 minutes to get there, and we'll get a shot set up and see how it turns out. Right. Right, so I have just arrived up at Lisle Hill in Greenock, and there's hardly a cloud in the sky. I mean, there's some over towards the Alps and stuff which you would expect to catch the sunset, but there's a big bank of cloud out to the west, so it's sort of blocking it. So I'm just going to sit in the car for a couple of minutes because it's absolutely Baltic out there, and I really don't fancy going out and standing for no reason. So I'm just going to stand here for a second or two just to see if anything happens, see if the sun comes through a gap. If it does, then we could be looking at a good one. If not, then I'll probably hang around just for a few minutes till it starts to get darker and the lights in the town come on, and then we'll get a nice shot over the top of Gourock as well. So we'll get a shot regardless, but it's just waiting to see what one we go for. So I'll sit here for a couple of minutes and we'll see what happens. Well, I'm not going to lie, it is absolutely Baltic. I'm up at the top of Lisle Hill and I'm shooting over towards the Arrochar Alps. At the moment there is a little bit of light on them. They're really quite dark, but there's some nice kind of sunlight hitting the top of the clouds. So I'm going to take that quickly, and then I'm going to turn my attention to a long exposure heading down towards Gourock, which is really nice as well. And then I think that's going to be me because I've not got gloves and it's Baltic. So I'll get this taken first, and then I will move over to the long exposure just behind me there at Gourock. Climbed up onto the golf course here, and behind you, or behind me, you can see the Cross of Lorraine, and in the background there you've got the town of Gourock. It's a phenomenal view from up here, no matter what time of year you come, no matter what time of day you come, it's absolutely brilliant. There's still some clouds moving, so I'm going to try and do a long exposure just to see how that turns out. It's probably just starting to go into blue hour now, but there's still a little bit of colour in the sky. So I'm going to set up probably around, I think I'm at 40mm, f11, and I'll stick a 6-stop filter on there as well, so it should give it an exposure time of about 20-25 seconds. It's going to be quite difficult because it is really quite windy up here. We'll see how it goes. We'll stand about for a second or two and see if we can get one that's in focus. I like to see the view, it's absolutely brilliant. So I've taken a couple of test shots and it's a wee bit off balance because there seems to be a lot of cloud on the right hand side of the frame, but not on the left hand side of the frame, but the cloud's moving quite quickly. So I'm going to be quite meticulous with this, and I'm going to stand and wait until the cloud passes through all the frame just to balance it out a bit more, because it really is, it's starting to annoy me to be honest. So I'll stand here for a minute or two just till the clouds drift over, and then we'll get a shot taken and then head into the town centre. Well, I can only apologise because this video is a bit all over the place, shall we say. It's quite dark. I have quickly ran up onto a place called Craig's Top, and the reason for that being is the moon's been rising, which is a bit of a gutter because 5 minutes ago I could have probably caught it just appearing over the hill, but it's a full moon tonight. I think it's 96%, so it's really nice. So I'm going to see if I can get an image from here. If I can't actually get an image with any foreground or, you know, the river or anything, if it's not great, then at least I can get a picture of the full moon as well, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to get this taken. I've got the 70 to 200 lens on and zoomed it into 250 f. I've got it on manual mode because the moon's really bright, so you want to try and bring out all the detail on it, so you need a faster shutter speed. So I think I'm at 1/80th of a second at 200mm, so I'll get this taken, put it up, like you see it, and then I promise I'll get headed into the town. Right, so last image of the night. I am only about 5 minutes from my house, and it's the first time I was driving past, to be honest, I was driving past and I looked and I saw that one of the main roads actually is a leader-in line straight down to the Victoria Tower in Greenock, which you'll see behind me. There it is in the distance there. So what I'm doing is I have the 70 to 200 zooming right in down the road. I've got an exposure time of about 15 seconds, and with that I should get some traffic lines and hopefully get a decent enough shot. So we'll get it done and see how it goes. Right, so I'm back at the car, and I'm not going to lie, my hands are numb. I can't feel them at all. I must apologise because I feel as if this video has been a bit all over the place today. Obviously I knew what locations I was going to, but I wasn't quite sure how the light was going to be, and I wasn't expecting the full moon to appear either, so I must apologise. The shot I took of the Arrochar Alps, the panorama, I'll definitely be back to take again. I've always wanted a shot of that in the winter with snow in the hills and the early morning sun hitting it, so I'll definitely be back sometime over the next couple of weeks to take that again. The shot I got there just down the road towards Victoria Tower was quite nice. I've not saw that shot locally before, so it's always nice to do something a wee bit different. So I'm going to call it quits there. I'm freezing, I'm going to go home for a heat, Thank you very much for watching if you're stuck by this far. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then hit subscribe as well. So thanks very much, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers.